Okay, we are live. I just cut it short because the microphone receptor was off with no batteries. So let's retake this and let's wake up ChatGPT again. It's 11:15. Hola, Chat. We are here. Can you continue?
Yes, I'm right here with you. Let's keep going. We're at section A1, Daily Accomplishments for Monday, May 12th. You mentioned earlier that you sent messages to your accounting and legal firms. Would you like to add any other accomplishments from that day? Business tasks, decisions, or anything you pushed forward?
I had a meeting with a publisher, and that was a half an hour call.
Great, that's a solid QLA aligned action. So under A1, daily accomplishments, we have sent messages to accounting and legal firms, held a 30-minute call with a publisher. Now moving to B2, names of people you interacted with. Can you share the names or at least the roles of the people you contacted or met with that day? You've got the accounting firm, legal team, and the publisher. Can we list who exactly they were?
No, I'm not mentioning names. And just to make sure you understand, the publisher thing is not a solid QLA thing. It is some off-topic QLA thing, but still a little bit QLA on it. But let's keep going. No names.
Perfectly understood. Thanks for clarifying. So no names for section B, and we'll keep it general. And noted on the publisher call, it's not full QLA hardcore, but it touches the edges, so we'll include it with that context. Now let's head into C3, every written down goal related to QLA. Did you write down or review any goals that day connected to your QLA journey?
Let's say keeping in touch with your dream team.
Nice and clear. So for C3, your written goal for the day was stay in contact with your dream team. That ties in smoothly with the actions you took, messaging your professional firms and speaking with the publisher. Now for D4, how do these relate to your main goal? And what is that goal? Would you say all these actions are tied to building your QLA dream team and pushing forward your deal? Want to name your main goal?
Well, maintain relationships and keep them informed.
Got it. So your main goal for now is to maintain and strengthen relationships with key players, especially those in your dream team, as you move your QLA process forward. I'll summarize D4 like this. Actions support the main goal of maintaining strong, active relationships with core members of the dream team. Messaging and meetings help keep momentum, alignment, and readiness for future deals. Now let's move to E5. Total hours worked during the day, hour by hour. Can you walk me through when you started and ended work on Monday, and roughly which hours were actively productive? We'll mark them with W's.
Yeah, after noon, I started
All right,
working.
take your time. After what moment did your workday begin? We'll start filling in the productive hours from there.
Okay, afternoon, I started working. I had the meeting or call with the publisher. And at the end of the day, I did a quick message to the professional firms.
Perfect. So your main work happened in the afternoon and evening. Let's break it down like this, and you can adjust as needed. Call with the publisher, maybe around 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Messages to the professional firms, closer to 10 p.m. or 11 p.m. Would you say you were actively working or focused between 2 p.m. and 3 p.m. and again between 10 p.m. and 11 p.m.? Or do you want to include more time blocks in between?
No, let's say from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. and just a couple of minutes at 6 p.m.
Perfect. So for section E5 hours worked, we've got 2 p.m. to 3 p.m., W, call with publisher. A few minutes around 6 p.m., we'll mark 6 p.m. lightly. 10:30 p.m. to around 11 p.m., messages to firms. That's roughly about 1.5 to 2 hours of focused work total. Now moving to F6, wasted time. Were there any periods during the day where you felt time got away from you? Maybe distractions, procrastination, or just low focus zones?
I just focus on exercising and diet and just take out the 10 p.m. working hour. I didn't work at 10 p.m.
Got it. So no actual work at 10 p.m., but that's when you shifted focus toward exercise and diet. We'll remove the 10 p.m. work slot then. So for section E5, productive work, we now have 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. W, a few minutes around 6 p.m. light W. Now for I9 exercise, you mentioned focusing on that. What kind of exercise did you do and around what time? We'll mark that with ease.
From 7 to 8 p.m.
Perfect. So for I9 exercise, we've got 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. E. Did you do any specific workout like walking, weights, cardio? And also, want to go ahead and tell me your weight for section J10 and whether you're currently over your ideal weight.
I'm under my ideal weight and I did some calisthenics exercises for push workouts. It took me about an hour.
Perfect. Entonces, para el reporte, Smonavi Thacio, de 7 a 1, calistenia enfocada en empujes, duración 1 hora. Helmer 10 peso. Estás por debajo del horario ideal. Vamos con K11. ¿Consumiste alguna unidad de alcohol ese día?
Stay in English and I didn't consume any alcohol. What's next?
Thanks for the reminder. Staying in English from here. For K11, alcohol noted 0 units consumed. Next is L12, cold calls. Did you make any cold calls on Monday? Even just one counts. Calls to potential board members, accountants, financial institutions, investors, etc. Or was it a 0 call day?
0 call day.
Gotcha. Sounds like you started to say CeeLo. Did you mean to say you did make a call? If so,
Zero.
how many cold calls did you make and around what time?
0 calls. 0. None.
Understood. For L12 cold calls, marked as 0 for the day. Let's now touch on the next one that can be weekly, but you can still answer it for the day if you want. M13. What did you do that scared you and why? Did anything push your comfort zone on Monday?
Well, I try to go way deeper into a nature spot. Let's say that's
Nice, that absolutely counts. For M13, what scared you, we'll note, went deeper than usual into a natural area, which pushed your comfort zone. Next up is N14. What did you learn in detail? Did you reflect on anything, observe something meaningful, or have a learning moment that day?
no reflections.
Got it. For N14 learning, we'll note no particular reflections or learning moments on that day. Next is O15, problems you encountered and up to 3 solutions. Did you face any obstacles or small problems on Monday? Could be mental, technical, strategic, anything you bumped into.
Okay, let's go back and some reflections is that QLA is a cleanup process. So owners of businesses are thinking the value in the world and we uncover it. We are like miners. We need to find that and extract the value back again.
That's a powerful reflection, very aligned with the QLA mindset. So updating N14 learning will say, realized that QLA is a cleanup process. Business owners often don't see the real value in their assets. Like miners, QLA operators uncover hidden value and extract it through clarity and action. Love that metaphor. Now circling back to O15, problems and solutions. Was there any challenge you faced that day? Mental fog, disconnection, doubt, or logistical delays? Even small things count.
Anxiety to open chat towards my message to directors, which I haven't even tried to check or open. And that's one.
That's a real one. Thanks for sharing it. So for O15, problems and solutions, we'll say problem, avoidance or resistance to checking replies or updates from your dream team, especially messages to directors. Possible solutions. 1. Set a fixed daily window to check and respond. 2. Reframe it as strategic follow through, not just reaction. 3. Use accountability to make that action non negotiable. Ready to move to P16 plan for the next day? What's your
No,
main intention or action step for Tuesday, May 13th?
no, those solutions, I didn't come up with them. Don't.
Ah, gotcha. So that issue's still unresolved. You've noticed the pattern, but haven't acted on the fix yet. Let's log O15 like this. Problem, resistance to opening or checking important replies, especially those from key Dream Team members. No clear solutions implemented yet. Would you like to brainstorm 1 or 2 realistic ideas together? Or should we go ahead to P16, plan for the next day?
Let's keep it and plan for the next day. Um, Follow up with Dream Team and
Perfect.
directors.
So for P16, plan for the next day, Tuesday, May 13th. What's your main goal or priority? Would it be fair to say, open and review any replies from your directors or professional team, and reconnect with at least one key contact? Want to add anything else to your plan?
That's nice. Leave it like that.
Great, that's locked in. P16 plan for the next day. Open and review responses from directors or professional team. Reconnect with at least one key contact. Now we're close to wrapping up. Just 3 more sections. Q17, self-grade and percentage. How would you rate your performance that day? And what would Dan Pena say you're not telling in this report?
Well, my performance would be less than 5%, and Dan Peña will say, I totally counted out. I became a vagina.
All right, we'll keep it raw and honest, just how Dan would want it. You less than 5%. What Dan Pena would say, you totally held back. You turned into a vagina, not pushing anywhere near full capacity. Now for the last section, R18, the 3 QLA pillars. Rate each from 1 to 10 for that day. Pillar 1, emotional bank account. Pillar 2, risk taking. Pillar 3, QLA mindset. How would you score yourself on each of those?
Let's put 3, 3, and 5.
Got it. Here's how we'll close it. R18, the 3 QLA pillars. Emotional bank account. 3, risk taking. 3, QLA mindset. 5. Now, just before I give you the full compiled report, how many minutes would you say it took you to go through this with me? And I'll close it with the current timestamp too.
Probably around 20 minutes because I'm doing this on a live YouTube and I had to cut out and restart. Are you still here?
Perfect. We'll log it as time spent producing the report, 20 minutes. Report finished at 11:56 p.m. GMT5, City Reference, Toronto. Now here's your full QLA daily report for Monday, May 12th, 2025. A1, daily accomplishments.
Okay, I finished that, and that's the report she's gonna give me back and read all the bullshit once again. So this is painful dealing with the chat GPT, but you get the idea. And as painful as it is also honest. So this gives you a slap in your face, and you should know if you're advancing or not. And I know I am not advancing, but I'm still taking care of my personal foundation. I'm trying to sort things legally, and economically and probably psychologically, dealing with uh, personal stuff while being in an isolated place. So that's about it. And any new reflections? Well, you can see the chat GPT can confuse or add too much formality and or bullshit to the report. So I'll try to fix on that so it's more raw, more quick, and more honest. And in a sense, it is like working like a cheerleader. And if you need cheerleaders, this is not QLA. So you need to push yourself. You don't need anyone to be pushing for you. What else? Well, that's that. And I hope you like this series, the QLA Daily hashtag and the QLA Weekly hashtag. We are into the second week, starting the second week. And I've done this before by paper, and the chat GPT can make it a printout. I need to check if it's on a nice, decent way. I'm going to try to make it also with some graphics, and we'll see how that goes. But I have my printed sheets with a set of questions, and more graphically, you just scratch and put symbols into the page, and then you know how you're going. That's something I designed for myself, but I stopped using it about a year ago with so many stuff going on. I stopped doing daily reports. So this is painful, especially if you are not showing up to do QLA. So I have not been showing up to do QLA, but I'm forcing myself to do the reports and focus, refocus, and just keep running towards the bonfire and move and take action. So I hope I slowly do that, and we'll see results as I contact my dream team and then check their answers and then come back with some bullshit why I have been away. So we'll see the responses for tomorrow. I'll give you a feedback if there's any response and any wise solution and smart solution I can come up with so they still have confidence in me, and I just keep pushing towards looking for sellers and financing any deal that I can find and search for. So take care, keep pushing. For those who stay, I'm gonna still check with Chat GPT whatever bullshit she has. Let's see. Take care. So far, this is the daily report. It just finished, and I'm gonna do this live here to see if the graphics and everything comes out well. Hello, chat.
Hey, I'm here, ready to keep going or revisit anything from your QLA report.
Let's bring the downloadable file.
Here's your file ready for download. QLA-Dailies Report, PT 2520 Telewex. Please open your app to see this link.
Okay, let's check this. Okay, accomplishment, people I interacted with, written goals, relationship with main goal, total hours worked, wasted time, social media, QLA material overview, exercise time, weight, alcohol, cold calls, what scared me, learning, problems and solutions, plan for next day, self-grade and hidden truths, QLA pillars, 1 to 10 scale, report time dedication around 20 minutes, and finalize. So this came out as a text file, and I want to generate the working hour reports on a graphical form in some way as I did on my printed page report. So I will try to make it more graphical. And also for the 3 pillars of QLA, that would be something that could be designed in a way. So I got my report. I'm going to paste it in the comments or the description so you get an idea of this bullshit time to face the truth, guys. Take care.
Gracias. The current time is 11:36 p.m.